This video is going to be a little different. We're going to be walking around the apartment because I'm trying to avoid my kids being in the video. They keep, like, when I sit down, they keep sitting on my lap to be in the frame. But you're going to hear them in the background. I have a 5-year-old that she vocal stims because she's on the spectrum. And my son is a little sick right now, so he might be a little whiny. Sorry if you can't handle that. And you want perfect crisp audio, go on to the next video. I'm sorry. But I promise eventually I'm going to get a microphone and I'm going to do it in a nice quiet area. I'm going to do it when the kids aren't home, but because of the holidays, they're just home all day, So, long story short, I'm doing this like digital detox right now. And I'm following Cal Newport's program. If you don't know who that is, he's basically a professor of tech, I believe, which ironically, his whole thing is that he's never downloaded social media. Like, he's never had Twitter, he's never had, what's the other one? Instagram, no Facebook, nothing. This man only subscribes to a couple of, like, news subscriptions, and just replies to emails at work at a certain time of the day, and like that's about it. He lives a very digitally minimalistic lifestyle, and he's written a lot of books about like study habits and this and that, and recently he has kind of niched down into the living a more minimally digital lifestyle. And I'm kind of following his protocol. He had a video where he gave steps of like what you should get rid of on your phone, what's kind of good to keep. And like for him, he was like, I think long form podcasts and, YouTube videos and like movies are fine because you kind of, it's not like, the doom scroll of TikTok or Instagram where you're just getting hit after hit, like you have to sit down and like pay attention. Long story short, I'm addicted to TikTok apparently and Instagram, and I've never really had a Twitter. I downloaded it recently and it's hell on earth. I don't understand why people like it. I downloaded it even before, like right before Elon Musk bought it. And at that time, I was like, wow, this is awful. But it's like a fucking car accident. Like, I just couldn't look away, And I'm on day 3 of just not being on any of that shit. And it's awful. It's awful. I'm so addicted to these things. And it makes me feel like a shitty person. Because, like, I just feel like I have zero autonomy. Like, these things have completely taken over my life. And I just have, like, zero discipline with them. And this exercise is really showing me how fucked we are as a society. I think I'm a little more addicted than the average person because like in the previous video I said I don't really have like a real job that's like 9 to 5. Like I just work when I want, and that's not often because I don't really I haven't needed to work, but now I need to work. And where was I going with this? I'm so sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so yeah, because of all the free time that I have, when my kids are not home, I'm just doom scrolling because we don't live in a huge apartment. It gets cleaned up relatively easily, so I just like never have anything to do during the day, and it's fucking embarrassing, dude. Like, I'm very anti-authoritarian. Like, I've never liked figures of authority. I've always hated all my teachers because I never liked being told what to do. And as I'm doing this exercise, I'm realizing this has become the focal point of like complete authority over my life, and it's addictive. It's crack, and I have a really addictive personality type to begin with because I have ADHD. And thank God it's not like, you know, I have people in my family who also have ADHD, and they all deal with like alcoholism or drugs, whatever it may be. But I feel like mine is consuming in such a different, in a destructive way that it's not more destructive. It's not more destructive than drugs or alcohol, but like it's destructive in a different way. In a way that like is so simple to just like say, I'm gonna stop doing this. And I'm on day 3 and I re-downloaded Twitter, which is not even the initial one I was addicted to. It was Instagram and TikTok. And I just went on there to be nosy because I like found a YouTube content creator that I liked. And I wanted to go be nosy on her page. It's so stupid. Like, I feel so dumb. And anyway, so from now on, it's just gonna be YouTube, and I usually just use YouTube for like, that's kind of how I learned to start my business, essentially. I don't want to buy someone's program, so I just sift through a lot of YouTube videos and get tidbits of information here and there, write it down, and then apply it. YouTube's been really good to me in that way because I'm a really slow reader. And I just will put on an earbud and, you know, I'll like 5x that shit and just, you know, get it done. So that's one of the things that like it has to stay. But the other ones, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, like the unholy trinity. Awful. I'm almost convinced that those things are why we as a society like all hate each other. If those things didn't exist, I think the world would be a better place. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of my update for today. I just wanted to rant about how I have zero self-control. So speaking of self-control, my kid is taking the book covers off my books. So I'm gonna go. Bye.